Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daniela and I am the Director of the Division for Social Policy and Development of the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs. I would like to thank the Secretariat of Human Rights of the Presidential Cabinet of the Brazilian Republic, as well as the International Telecommunication Union and UNESCO for their role in promoting this event on Accessible Americas. This is an important issue that my division has been working on for many years. The United Nations is committed to promoting sustainable and equitable development and has long taken a lead in promoting equality, inclusion, and empowerment of persons with disabilities through information and communication technologies. And my division, in particular, works to advance social inclusion and development for the benefit of all members of society, especially those who are most often left out, such as many people with disabilities. Now, a key message that I wish to emphasize today is ICT accessibility is a cross-cutting enabler for sustainable development for all people with and without disability. The development of a society largely depends on the access to information. For example, mobile telephones have been used in a number of developing countries to enable rural communities greater access to markets, to the internet, and to learning platforms to improve their livelihoods. ICT is one of the largest evolving industries with a huge potential to impact on social inclusion. Through accessible ICT, these types of benefits of technology can and should include other vulnerable groups of the society, including persons with disabilities, from vulnerable to resourceful groups of the society. So let me begin by the human rights perspective. Over the past decades, the global framework on disability has been improving. In 2006, as we know, there was the adoption of the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. From a human rights perspective, accessibility of ICT is central to ensuring persons with disabilities participation in societies on an equal basis with others. Without accessible ICT, many persons with disabilities are left behind and are excluded as communities, social networks, work, and even politics become more and more virtual and digitalized. Accessible ICT can be used to overcome the vicious circle of poverty, to bridge the digital divide, and empower groups of persons with disabilities through building internal and collective capacity and creating networks. An example of this is providing accessible ICT to those children with disabilities who have difficulties to benefit from educational opportunities due, for instance, to lack of transportation or due to lack of accessible schools in terms of barrier-free or other kind of challenges they have to face. So, from a perspective of development, ICT accessibility is also a cross-cutting issue of central importance. There are an estimated 1 billion persons with disabilities in the world, many of whom live in developing countries. Including the world's largest minority in every development effort will accelerate progress in economic and human development. As you know, in the Millennium Development Goals, disability was not mentioned as a target. So, to address this challenge and promote a disability inclusive, development and include it in the post-2015 Global Development Agenda, what happened is that the General Assembly convened the high-level meeting on disability and development in September 2013. So, in the outcome document, member states called for urgent action to mainstream disability and accessibility in the Global Development Agenda and stressed the importance of ICT accessibility for inclusive development. All barriers should be removed to achieve the fullest potential throughout the whole life cycle of persons with disabilities. Ladies and gentlemen, much has been achieved in the past few decades in promoting the rights of persons with disabilities and their inclusion in all aspects of development. and ICT and technology more broadly, as one of the largest and fastest growing industries transforming the way in which people engage and interact in the world, has the potential to become a significant driving force for sustainable and inclusive development. In this context, technology has been identified as one of the key enablers for realizing the post-2015 agenda. As such, strengthening the interface between ICT and disability will be crucial for the achievement and development goals for persons with disabilities from 2015 and beyond. As developments and innovations emerge in the ICT industry, these need to be made accessible and available to persons with disabilities. We can no longer just rely on the occasional offshoots benefits of technology for the promotion of social inclusion of persons with disabilities. Markets and governments need to work together to make this a reality. As ICT and technology evolves all over the world and is increasingly becoming available to people throughout the developing countries, it is a good time for us to promote and ensure that ICT design is built on a principle of universal design, which aims to enhance accessibility and benefit people of all ages and abilities. What is urgently needed is a shift in mindset to appreciate accessible ICT as necessary and a smart investment for development that would generate opportunities for equal participation by all. To support this shift in mindset, we needed to collect more evidence-based data and success stories and solutions to showcase that ICT accessibility can be achieved. On that note, I commend your efforts to promote accessible ICT in the Americas and wish you all success in this conference. I look forward to continuing to work together with you to promote accessible ICT through multi-stakeholder partnerships and in the design and implementation of development programming. Thank you.